Hey friends! I was thinking, since we're all kind of quarantined and stuck at home, that I would post some videos of some of the DIY projects I've been working on lately for my house, so that if you're also stuck at home and you want something to do, then there's a DIY project for you. I already took video of us making the little mini couches that I just posted recently. I realized that I videoed the footage of the couches vertical instead of horizontal, so I'm just gonna edit that into this the best that I can. I do have actual editing skills, but because I work a full-time job and I'm also always doing some kind of project, I'm just gonna kind of, not really slap them together, but slap them together, just so there are some instructions for you guys. The tutorial for these mini couches is actually not mine. It's a blog post from Anna White, which I'm gonna link down below for you guys. I'm not gonna get into it super specifically just because she lays it all out for you in her blog post. I'm just gonna kind of let you guys know what we did differently and some tips and tricks for you guys. But yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So Andy did all the math because that is not my forte, and cut all the wood, which took a while because there's a lot of 2x4s, y'all. The lumber for this was about $70 or $80. We actually bought lumber to make armrests for the sides of the couches, but we actually didn't end up putting them on because the tutorial is actually for a sectional couch, but we realized that if we arranged it that way, we would kind of lose some of the seating area, I guess, of the couch. So we decided to just put them side by side, and then if we wanted them to be a sectional, we could just push them together. And then we spent a little bit more money on a Kreg Jig. If you don't have a Kreg Jig and you're gonna build a lot of things, it's a really awesome investment. We spent a little more money and got the $100 one because it comes with 2 of them, and we're gonna use it all the time, and sometimes Andy's gonna bring it to work and I'm gonna wanna use it at home, so this one had 2. I'll link the normal one down below. If you can just borrow one from someone, that's also awesome. You can't really drill pocket holes without it. I've tried. There are tutorials out there on how to do it, but I just personally haven't had a lot of luck with that. The other thing we bought was a box of pocket hole screws. In Anna's instructions, it tells you that you need a box of pocket hole screws and then a box of some other kind of screws, but we only used pocket hole screws because it was pretty much only pocket holes. And we ended up actually needing more than 1 box, so I would suggest that you get 2 if you can. As far as the stain goes, if you're gonna leave them outside only, I would recommend getting a deck stain that is made for exterior use. Ours are gonna mostly live in the garage. They might travel outside when we have people over, but they're definitely not gonna be living out there because this is Texas and the pollen is real, and there are so many reasons why they're not gonna live outside. But we just used a normal stain. It is called Jacobine. I've used it to stain almost everything I've basically ever made, and I will link it down below. The last part about this is the cushions. The bottom cushions are actually crib mattresses that we got on Facebook Marketplace for free. And then the back cushions we also got on Facebook Marketplace. The little ones for free and the big ones for $15 for 6 of them. The bigger ones had some stains on them, so I ended up just covering them with pillowcases from Target. The smaller ones I actually recovered because before they were a very red 70s kind of pattern. I was a little bit intimidated about recovering them because I'm not a seamstress by any means, and the last time I sewed anything I was probably like 12 and my grandma was helping me, but these I was actually able to sew by myself and it wasn't too crazy or painful, and I'll link the tutorial for that below as well. The covers for the bottom cushions / crib mattresses, I actually bought crib fitted sheets for them originally, and they were just kind of thin and also kind of baggy and awkward, so I ended up just taking a king size top sheet that we had because who the heck uses a top sheet? Like, when you buy a sheet set, do you really use a top sheet? Is that normal? So anyways, I took a random top sheet that we had, cut it in half, and folded it over the mattress like a present, and then safety pinned it below with like 3 safety pins. But it ended up looking really good, and it's a more durable material, and also it cost me $0. So that's about it as far as the couches go. The little spool that we bought that's in between the couches we also got on Facebook Marketplace for about $15, and it's a really solid little side table. We have an iHome on it, and then a little planter that I built for my friend that I have yet to give her because I suck. That's about it for this DIY project. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'll be posting some other little things this week as I have time, probably some projects I've actually already done, but kind of walking through step by step how I did them. None of these projects I spent a whole lot of time or a whole lot of money on, so they definitely are user-friendly for anyone. Also, I did film this whole video in Instagram with a filter because I literally just woke up, but I wanted to get this done for you guys before I have to go back to work tomorrow. But yeah, have a great week, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.